It seems strange, but aging rarely occurs abruptly. It accumulates imperceptibly. In small things, in habits, in what we eat every day. And just as imperceptibly, you can start the reverse process. Today, you will see an example that breaks the usual expectations. A woman named Jenny Maxwell, who is almost 70 years old, but her appearance and energy make you doubt the numbers. No extremes, no fanaticism, just a system that has been working for years. Let's figure out what exactly it does differently and why it has such an effect. And also, what a big role nutrition can play. Watch this video to the end. It will be very interesting and useful. So, let's get started. Let's start with the main foundation, nutrition. Not from fashionable restrictions and not from the forbidden, but from the balance. Jenny's diet doesn't look like a strict punishment system where every calorie is under control. Rather, it is a competent architecture where the body has everything it needs to restore, update, and protect itself. Her diet includes meat, fish, eggs, vegetables, fruits, a complete set of building materials for cells. And this is the key point. Youth is not the absence of food, but its quality and variety. When the body receives a balanced diet, it stops working in the survival mode. Stress levels decrease, hormones come back in order, and cells receive resources for renewal. This directly affects the skin, energy levels, and even how a person moves and is perceived by others. Most people underestimate this moment and try to squeeze youth out of limitations, although it starts with prosperity. But the right one. Vegetables occupy a special place in Jenny's diet, and here it is important to understand. This is not just useful. It is literally a biochemical protection against aging. Vegetables are the main source of antioxidants, substances that neutralize free radicals. These radicals are one of the key factors of aging. They damage cells, accelerate tissue wear, and provoke inflammation. When there are a lot of vegetables in the diet, the body receives constant support in the fight against this process. Leafy greens improve vascular health. Carrots and pumpkins support vision and skin. Broccoli and other cruciferous plants help detoxification. But the most interesting thing is not individual properties, but their combination. Different vegetables work as a team, enhancing each other's effect. That's why diversity is more important here than focusing on one superfood. In addition, vegetables affect the gut microbiome, and it's not just about digestion anymore. The state of the intestine is directly related to immunity, energy levels, and even the appearance of the skin. When the microflora is in order, the body absorbs vitamins and minerals better, which means it recovers more efficiently. And yes, this is one of those hidden factors that makes one person look 45 at 60 and another the other way around. Now let's move on to what may seem unexpected: shrimp. There are quite a lot of them in Jenny's diet, and this is not accidental. Shrimp is a source of high quality protein, which is essential for maintaining lean muscle mass. And muscles are not only about strength, but also about appearance. With age, their loss makes the body less fit, and the metabolism slows down. But protein is just the beginning. Shrimps contain astaxanthin, a powerful antioxidant that protects the skin from damage and slows down the aging process. It works at the cellular level, reducing inflammation and improving skin elasticity. Plus, they contain zinc and selenium, elements that support the immune system and participate in the body's regenerative processes. It is also important that shrimps are easily digested. This means that the body spends less resources on digestion and more on recovery. In the long run, this affects your overall health and energy levels. Another interesting element of the diet is rice. At first glance, nothing special. But it is precisely such simple products that often turn out to be underestimated. Rice is a source of complex carbohydrates that provide stable energy without sudden spikes in blood sugar. And this is critically important for slowing down aging. When sugar levels constantly jump, glycation processes are triggered in the body. Damage to proteins, including collagen. This directly affects the skin, making it less elastic and more prone to wrinkles. A stable glucose level, on the contrary, helps to preserve the structure of tissues and maintain energy throughout the day. In addition, rice goes well with other foods. It becomes a base on which you can add proteins, vegetables, and healthy fats. And it is precisely these combinations that create the very balanced diet that we talked about at the beginning. But if you try to reduce everything to one principle, then it will not be a specific product, but an approach. Jenny is not looking for a magic pill. It builds a system in which the body gets everything it needs for long-term and high-quality work. And this is what distinguishes a stable youth from a temporary effect. Her diet doesn't look extreme, because extreme things rarely work for a long time. It looks reasonable. And this, oddly enough, is the main problem for most people. Reasonable solutions don't sell as well as radical ones, but they are the ones that give the result that lasts for years. If you look deeper, it becomes clear. Youth is not about stopping time. It's about slowing down the wear and tear. And every element of Jenny's diet works exactly for that. Vegetables protect cells. Shrimps provide building materials and antioxidants. Rice stabilizes energy. And the overall balance allows the body to function without overload. As a result, we get not just an external effect, but an internal state that is reflected in everything. In the skin, in movements, in the look. And that's something that can't be faked. The story of Jenny Maxwell is not about genetics or luck. It's about consistency and understanding how the body works. And if you remove all the unnecessary noise, a fairly simple thought remains. Youth is not an accident, but a side effect of the right decisions that are repeated every day. And nutrition plays an extremely important role in this. Training, proper thinking, and sleep are just as important, but without proper and balanced nutrition, there will be no result from all this, because what we eat affects not only our youth, but also our overall health. Nutrition is something that can change each of us for the better and improve our lives right now. It is nutrition that you need to pay attention to. First of all, abandoning the idea that it does not change anything. Friends, what do you think of this woman? Write your opinion in the comments. If this video was useful to you, then please like it and share the link with someone who might find it particularly useful.